Hi. Hello. And welcome to another brand spanking new episode of Bad Television. I'm Pat, that's Dylan. And we are joined by Kim Jong-un. How are you, Ruby?
Welcome to our recap of Below Deck.
I am very good. Thank you very much. And can you move the microphone? It's covering Pat like he's an anonymous.
That one, the third one. Kay, can you move thanks, Kay. I appreciate it. We are here to break down the Real Housewives of there's a fly. There's a fly in here. We're here to break down the Real Housewives of Orange County. Jump in the comments and let us know. This is going to sound like a gross thing to say, but I accused Ruby of looking like Kim Jong-un, but also a day laborer because she's drinking 7-Eleven coffee. Is 7-Eleven coffee good?
Yeah.
Do you get 7-Eleven coffee?
Occasionally. It's better than waiting in line for 30 minutes for Starbucks.
Well, Starbucks is.
You know what 7-Eleven has never been? Burnt. And can I tell you something? I go to Starbucks too often, more often than I care to admit. This is dependable. This is McDonald's French fries in Zambia. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
It's consistent.
Can I tell you something? Mm-hmm. You know, I tried to pull off one of these, these interactions with strangers the other day, and there's this guy that works at the Starbucks around the corner from you that just is exquisite. You know how so many people are just kind of like, they just don't take pride in their work, right? So you'll go to McDonald's, you'll pay for the sauce, you won't get the sauce. You'll knock on the window. Nobody will come. Then they'll come and they'll be like, "What's your fucking problem?" It's like, "What's my problem? What's my problem?" Right. So you encounter that all too often.
There's a balance though, because at our Randy's Donuts around the corner from us,
don't want too nice
and too into their job. Every time I walk in there, this loud voice goes, "Hello, friend."
No.
Hate that.
I feel bad for his coworkers. "Hello, friend.
Yeah.
What can I get you?" I'm like, "Can you?"
Take it easy, Pete Holmes, right? So,
hey, Dill, how are the ratings for us on this with our listenership? Are we getting a lot of people listening? Because let me know if I have to yell at people.
I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the numbers. I assume they're good, but I like when you yell at people. So why don't you just go ahead and do it?
Well, they're obviously listening, so they're not the people I need to yell at.
That's a good point. That would beg the question: who could you possibly yell at? Right? It's like a logic trap. Anyways, I'm at this Starbucks, right? And this young man is taking such pride in his job. And I've seen him twice. And I go, I'm going to compliment this guy. I go, "Hey, thank you for taking so much pride in your work." And he looked at me like, What do you do? It was a very awkward thing. I felt like a colonizer. Not that he was a white guy, but it was just
he thought you were trying to box him into a corner.
Yeah.
He's just doing his job.
He's just doing his job.
But he doesn't plan on staying here. And the fact that you're complimenting him, you're essentially saying to him, this is where you'll be.
Right. And I think that our tech overlords and whatever, Rockefellers are moving the highways and byways of our reality have really fucked us up. I mean, why can't I just give somebody a compliment? I'm not saying that you're resigned to being a barista for the rest of your life. Listen, we're here to talk about Real Housewives of Orange County. I am so excited to podcast with you guys. So I don't want the negative deal thing coming out of you or any of the fans, okay? This was one of the worst episodes of television maybe I've ever seen. I hate, at every season of Real Housewives of Orange County, you come to, like, you start the show and you go, oh, I remember Tamara is one of the most disgusting people without power on planet Earth, right? Mm-hmm. And then as you get into, like, the middle of the season, you're fatigued by how disgusting she is. Like, if we were to ever interview her, which I wouldn't want to do because it would just be reading off a list of how big of a cunt she is. There are 7 things in this episode. You'd be like, why are you such a demon?
I was just on Kay Casey's show yesterday morning.
We love Kay Casey.
We love Kay Casey. And she's personal friends with Tamra. Ugh. And every time we talked about Tamra, I had to stop myself before I said her name was Tamrat.
I just want to call her Rat. I mean, just disgusting. The other thing I couldn't stand about this show, or this episode, the split vacations. What are we doing with the split vacations? Why are we doing a sleepover at Heather's and Temecula? It made
you don't want to check out her condo up there at Century City?
Did not care for the condo that's too high for birds to reach, and also the stuff with Luke. Listen, I understand that Emily's concerns and fears are valid. My issue is just that we're going to that well a lot, and it's not that interesting.
We need to get rid of her. I'm sorry.
0 tits for me.
0 tits?
Yeah, no tits.
Ruby, you go next.
Okay, first of all, birds can reach extreme altitudes.
Extreme altitudes.
So many species can soar 2,000 to 5,000 feet. And
Yeah.
if Heather is living that far in the sky,
What are you in the Burj
Shut up.
Khalifa? You're not. Shut up.
you're not. We know that you're in Century City. I think they did a split vacation deal just because, by the way, they want to test her for Beverly Hills.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
quick note,
Don't.
stop the test. Pencils down. Okay, it's over. Don't.
Right.
No more tests. Proctor's left.
Yeah,
This
you could hand it
was-
into the proctor.
You can't just put it on their desk because they left already. This was bad, but
Yeah.
here's what I'll say. The girls, it was an episode where people got to visibly show themselves, and the editors were not taking, they took no, what am I looking for? They were mean.
Mm.
They held no punches. They took no prisoners.
Prisoners, yes.
You know, Emily openly saying, like, I think that like Gina or somebody said that, and then them playing her saying things that are horrible,
Right.
stuff like that. Thank
Yeah,
you. We
thanks.
missed that. We liked that.
Yeah.
Shannon and Pat and I share this. We are about to cross. We're 8.5 toes over the line of it being shticky. I don't like when she gets shticky.
Shannon Bedore.
I don't know that it's even. And how many tits?
Well, she's not done her tits yet.
49 tits.
We're related. I could feel her wrapping up there. I just really
you.
quickly before you get to your tits, I understand that we're 8 toes over the shtick line, but I worry that we might be 9 toes over the. Is Shannon Bedore actually mentally unwell? Like, are we exploiting a mentally ill person?
No, what you're witnessing is a fucking drunk on autopilot. You are.
Yeah.
I've been there. I'm blacked out. I'm having a conversation with someone. It's going good. They have no idea. Right. And that's what she's doing on this show right now.
Right. Because she is a basket case.
I feel bad for her because I think she's lost purpose. She doesn't even give a fuck that she's on this show anymore.
No,
hence the autopilot
she doesn't
thing.
give a fuck how she's presented either.
Her kids are off doing whatever they're doing. She doesn't have a guy in her life.
Yeah.
It's sad, and she's a goddamn drunk. I'm worried about her being a hag. I'm not gonna. My tits aren't gonna be about this particular episode. They're gonna be more about Shannon Bedore, and also this poor soul, this guy.
Archie.
He heard my thoughts on her having no purpose, and he agrees.
Yeah, no, he's a big fan of the show, and he listens real time. He's got a live feed into the studio.
Yeah, I let him have that. I'm going to give it, I liked it better than both of you. I'm going to give it 4 tits.
Okay. So we begin the episode with a little bit of a montage. Ryan and Chen and their teeth and their illiterate children are washing their Cybertruck. Listen, I'm not
No.
we're not going to get political. I find Elon to be an exhausting human being that I'm not a fan of. So I wouldn't, I kind of vote with my dollars there. The Cybertruck, whether it's Elon's or not, is just it's just dumb. It's such a dumb looking car. You get fingerprints on it. It makes all the sense in the world that Ryan and Jen and their teeth would purchase this vehicle.
I'm going to have to agree with you there.
Yeah.
That being said, just to go back to one of the first stops, we stopped by Shannon Bedore getting a little filler.
Oh,
Now,
that's right.
If you remember Shannon Bedore, when she started on this show, she was all about no toxins, no foreign agents in her body. Like, go ahead, Ruby.
She wasn't, and I say this with genuine respect and empathy. She was not overweight, in her opinion, at that time. And it's very easy to think about and preach about how like natural is like best and like everybody should do that until you need to do it and you aren't feeling good about yourself. And then you say, fuck it, put the plastic in my fucking face because I want to feel good about myself and I feel fat. And that's that.
Yeah, I remember those days where like one time she shoved a fucking summer squash up her asshole or something.
No, that was it.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's a tragedy. Hey, can you host this?
Oh, yeah. All right, then we bounce over
Can we
to...
quickly say, I know I asked you to host it, now I'm interrupting you. I wouldn't say buried the lead, but we forgot to mention no Shady Katie tonight.
No Shady Katie. No Shady Katie.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
No Shady Katie. Manila, gone.
I've heard from a little birdie that Katie right now is saying it's either me or Meatball.
Katie. Your Honor, Katie.
Yeah. Proctor.
Proctor, come back in the room.
Here's the thing.
Pick up my pencil.
Katie, you can't go up against... It's so weird that she called out Meatball because, one, it makes the contest... If you are to lose that contest, it's a crushing blow, right? It's kind of like getting the shit beat out of you
by a guy with like one arm.
Right. If you go against Tamrat, the stakes are higher, and I weirdly enough think you have a better chance of winning. Like, they're not getting rid of Meatball for Katie. They're two completely different. It's like replacing a center with a point guard. It's just not. Doesn't make any sense. Well, bad play, Katie.
Bad play. Okay, so we continue to bounce around. We stop by the Dubrows, and I hope everybody's sitting down. People give them free shit all the time because they're fucking awesome, right? Aren't they? And they're rich, right? I hate them. All right, back to Shannon Bedore and her daughters. Oh, what were we going to say, Ruben?
Wait, Pat, were we supposed to take away that was merch, that like Fendi and all those boxes that she was like, oh my God, Terry, shut up. You're not supposed to see me opening this. LOL. That was merch. She didn't buy that.
That was, I believe those, that's merch. That's people giving you free shit. Is that what you define merch as?
Yeah. So like, here's what I have to say again. Quick note. Fendi, every designer that did that, don't put your pencils down and leave the room and stop doing this. Don't pick her. Okay. Thank you. Move on.
Back in the day, we used to get free vibrators. I got a few in the closet, by the way. I'll have to dust them off. But if you're a fan out there that wants one, hit me up. I'll mail it to you. You got to pay for postage.
You can hit me up too, because when I brought home the just bevy of vibrators, they were kind of those. I don't know. Women are very particular about vibrators, and I think there's a lot of like excess design innovation in vibrators. Like, I think I don't know. My wife looked upon them with an as if kind of Elwood's glare.
I gave my wife one for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So
anyway, well, Shannon Bedore takes a call from Tamrat, and she gets invited to that mansion in Temecula, a wine place that I've never been.
Oh, Temecula. Temecula is a kind of a physics-defying, reality-bending location of filth and beauty. There are pockets of Temecula that are really, really great, but by and large, Temecula is a gross land waste.
I heard that about that place.
Yeah.
You know, one could argue Napa's like that too. You get up there and you drive up to Napa.
Yeah.
It's there's some bad places.
Right.
What I will say is I do believe that Temecula is becoming very expensive, and so in like maybe 10 years when all the gross, the trashy meths have left, it should be pretty nice. So maybe in like a decade and a half, drive by.
Yeah, and like you know, I don't want to sound like classist or people like, you know, Temecula's gross, but if you've not been to the kind of outer laying areas in California that surround beautiful areas, right? So we're talking about Mammoth. We're talking about, I mean, Big Bear's gross, but it's beautiful. But San Bernardino is the thing that surrounds
That's
it.
at the bottom of the hill. That's where you stop by to get your meth before you go up the mountain.
Right, exactly. So if you stop anywhere in San Bernardino, you will feel the air will tell you you're in trouble, right? There's something really horrifying.
You were painting a picture with words, Dylan. Yeah. Last time we went to Big Bear at the basin of the hill at a gas station, I think I saw a zombie eating his own arm off.
Yeah.
You did.
No, it's a real spooky spot.
Dylan and I are essentially saying if you played soccer
yeah.
and ever traveled
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than 90 minutes, these are the places in which you went. And now people go there for, Real Housewives retreats. So have at it, Tam.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Tamara calls Bador for the invite. And this was really shocking to me. The I know that we're on a show, so we can't the treatment that Shannon gave Bellino, she wouldn't give to Tamara or Rat because there's just too much equity in the show. It's not a puttable putt. But it's confusing to me that Shannon is like, well, I have to entertain this. I can't just hang up on her because clearly she's trying to better herself. She bookends this invite with calling her fat. She begins the call by calling her fat, saying, I'm excited to see you in your bikini. And then she ends the call by saying, bring your bikini. Tamara is such a disgusting bitch. I don't know why anyone speaks to her.
At the tail end of the episode, she said something like Jen was a twig with tits or
a
something.
Stick with tits. I heard Ryan likes a stick with tits.
Tamrat is a disgusting human being. There's no more likability there. We like a villain. Everyone loves Darth Vader, right?
Yeah.
He killed entire star systems. We forgave him.
Yeah.
Because there's a likability about him.
Right. There's a cool factor.
Tamrat, no.
Yeah.
I'm over that.
Her child doesn't like her. Like Sophia is the white knight of this entire franchise. And she's like, you can't fucking help yourself, you cunt. You just have to be a petty little bitch, don't you? And she's like, I know, it's so crazy, right? And she's like, no, it's like really fucked up and not good, right?
Yeah. No, our little Haley Williams and Orange County. Anyways.
Oh, yeah. All right. So then Emily meets with Tamrat at a store. And it's one of those stores, and I see a couple of these. I drive by them in town. It's one of those stores. I'm like, how the fuck does this thing make money?
Yeah,
it's got a bunch of trinkets.
They make money because their units are 6 to 25,000 times asking price
markup.
So so we have a little boutique, a furniture store, and a clothing store down the street from us in the little Silver Lake Meadow area, and no one ever goes in. But when you do go in, the sundress, right? The billowy sundress that you can just throw in the water, it's $3,500.
$3,500.
Yeah. So it's like,
wow.
Sorry, but sorry.
There's the best part of these places, and maybe this one wasn't one of those. And she said something about these are individual designers or something. I don't remember what she said at the beginning, but these places have like Adidas, and then they're $390, and you're like, but we know how much these cost, right? These are $90 shoes. So what are we doing here?
Yeah, well,
now,
the thing
right?
about these Adidas is that the summer intern we hired is actually really good with calligraphy, and she threw a tag on the heel.
Oh, nice.
Or something like that.
Wow.
How do we feel about the I'm Too Expensive sweatshirt worn by Emily?
This is the equivalent of putting, and sorry if I'm offending anyone, don't put laundry above your laundry room. Don't put home in your living room. I don't like that.
Yeah. So
you're referring to shopping at one of those
Home Goods.
Home Goods and buying one of those little wooden plaques.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am, or from anywhere. And I love to shop at Home Goods. It's one of my favorite pastimes. But you can't get a plaque there that says home is where my heart is.
Right, because if you get a plaque that says family is everything, who's that for? Because you guys are all the family. You know that,
I'm
right? So
fine.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where we get to more Luke stuff.
Yeah, I want to talk about Luke. Emily reflects on how she'd like to spend more time with her 12-year-old daughter who's at cheer camp, but that annoying little bastard that sucks is depleting her of her life energy.
Not her words.
No, those were her words. That was a direct quote.
No, it was not a direct quote, actually.
That Dylan, sensitive new dad. That's exactly what she said. Pat, continue.
Thank you. Well, I'll just say this. No more kids under 15 on this show. Again, sorry to reference Kay Casey, talking with her about this exact storyline yesterday. We're all in agreement. No more of this. We don't give a fuck.
It's just, okay, so if we're going to go to it a bunch, it's got to be sadder than this, and no one wants it to be sadder than this. And if we're and this is just, again, super valid. I understand where she's coming from. She's on the verge of a divorce because she cannot communicate effectively with her husband.
Also, her head hurts because he makes her wear a football helmet when they have sex.
And he puts lean cuisines on her lower back. Ruby, thoughts?
I think that, first of all, she says twice in this episode that she's going to get divorced. I think that what we could have done a better job with at producers is making this about the stress that this is putting on her marriage. I think that there's a very large likelihood that this kid is going to be not even like 25, probably closer to like 14, and be like, fuck me. This just sucks that this just sucks. I don't think that you should not remove this type of agency from your child. And I think talking about it to give all the people that are like, it's very nice to connect with her and to see this on TV.
Yeah.
We can do that without making it such a focal point of this person's life, who is a 10-year-old little gremlin guy.
I agree.
Let him go.
I think if we focused on the Shane in her element, it would be more relatable and less sad.
Divorce alert, by the way. When a housewife mentions it twice in this single episode, it's going to happen 2 seasons from now. Bye, Shane.
Wait, but Pat, okay, can I question? Get your crystal ball out, please.
It's not a crystal ball. This is essentially a rubric. This is math.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Proctor, come back in.
Yeah, Proctor.
I have not been wrong. My batting average is about 1,000.
Proctor, he's using a calculator. We said no calculators.
Excuse me, Proctor. So which is it going to go Tamra and Eddie first, and then Emily and Small Boy? Because they can't do it in the same. They have to space it out.
No, you got to break it up. No. It's no one's getting divorced next season, and then Emily and Shane are going to announce they're getting divorced. Season 21.
Okay. And then Tamara and Eddie stick it out.
That's right. For now.
Wow.
For now.
Okay. Yeah. So we get to a lunch. Gina shows up to a gathering with Shannon Beador and Jen, and then Gina goes into her child and her cheerleading. Hey, producers, who the fuck do you think you are? And why the fuck do you think we're watching this?
Yeah. This gets left on the floor.
I mean, it never even comes close to our television screens.
This doesn't get shot.
Yeah. So Shannon Beador orders asparagus fries. That sounded like one of the most revolting menu items I'd ever heard, because what I saw was just French fries with like asparagus and gravy on top. I'm sure they're breaded and fried spears of asparagus. Asparagus fries. That sounds good. And this is where we start to double dragon, cut from locations for the remainder of the episode.
We have one more scene before we get there, though, Dill.
Yeah.
And where is that, Ruby? That's it involves Heather Dubrow. She's got to head on down to Beverly Hills to record a podcast.
Right over there on Maple.
That's right. Dylan and I have been there. It's less of a building or a company and more like 3 offices.
Yeah, and I think
Kaylin, you've been there too.
I used to work out at that.
Yeah, okay. Kay's been there too. I remember when I was working with the disgraced NBC medical correspondent Bruce Hensel, who was accused of I think something to do with children, right? Soliciting a minor.
Good.
He showed up with cocaine all over his face for a meeting with Norm Pattis. And I was, I think, 23 years old.
Yeah. R.I.P. Norm.
Rest in peace, Norm, who also brandished a weapon often during meetings.
I had three meetings with him.
Yeah.
So what weapon?
It was a pistol. But we know we know the building well, and we know Heather's podcast well. I love the tech they have for such a low.
They bought everything at Radio Shack after it went out of business.
That was a good switcher. Anyways, enough inside baseball. She sits down with Dylan Mulvaney.
Right, and we're allies. But more importantly,
you know who's not? Kid Rock. Kid Rock actually stacked up a bunch of Bud Lights and took out a submachine gun and shot at them. He was so angry. Hey, kid. Take it easy.
Yeah, stop drinking Bud Light if you don't like it. Okay, well, HD's podcast here.
Let's Talk.
The new podcast is called Let's Talk. Now, this is not her first rodeo, because I'm familiar with Heather's work. Her first podcast was Mr. and Mrs. Guinea Pig. You remember that one?
I don't, and that is a bad name for a show.
Oh, yes. And then there was Heather's World, where she just talks about everything revolving around.
That's better.
Her world.
The problem with Heather's World, and this is a problem that we have with APS right now because I just kind of work and then go home and then I'm stuck in a house with a child. Her world is even more boring than mine. She just sits in a condo and then just, I mean, I would assume takes copious amounts of prescription pills until she can get to the next day. Right.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I'm kidding. It's all alleged. I'm just making jokes.
Her third podcast was called Between Us.
Oh, wow.
And this fourth one.
This is the fourth one, huh?
Now called Let's Talk.
Yeah. It's like the Avatar franchise.
I want to encourage our listeners. Go try and find Let's Talk.
Oh, really? Is it already ripped?
It doesn't exist. It's a rouge.
Wow. Well, it's probably not a rouge or ruse.
It's a ruse.
I'm going to just really quickly double check Pat's work.
It's a
Try
ruse.
it. Go on Spotify. This is podcast 1. It's supposed to be everywhere. Look up Heather Dubrow. Heather Dubrow, Let's Talk. Let's Talk, Heather Dubrow. Try
Pat,
it.
do you remember when she opened up a restaurant with all of her rich friends and they took a helicopter and she was like, no, like we're just like really, really good friends. Like we won't argue. And all the other women were like, well, we're not as rich as you and we're really jealous. And they were like, it's actually like the most difficult business to open and 1 in 3 close every year in America.
I do remember that.
Yeah, that I don't think that ever opened.
I'm not finding
she does this.
Let's Talk with Heather Dubrow.
Yeah, Let's Talk is...
Heather.
And this is much like Lisa Rinna's wine launch, right? If we're going to have Dylan Mulvaney featured on the episode, let's have the episode out when the episode airs, right?
Can we talk really quickly about Lisa Rinna for one moment?
Let's
and just
talk.
say
Yeah,
that
of course.
This, hey, let's talk with Patty. The Netflix documentary of the catfishing crazy story. That is a Lifetime movie, apparently, that was already made. And Lisa Rinna is the mom.
Oh, wow.
So what Ruby's
like
referring to, if
so-
I hope I'm getting what you're throwing down, is the high school student that was a cheerleader where she keeps getting texts and messages online about you should kill yourself. You're a horrible fat little bitch. And it turns out it was her mother.
Oh, wow.
Right, Ruby?
What'd she do?
Sending her like your boyfriend is leaving you for me because you don't give him good blowjobs and make him creamy to her child.
Well, speaking of blowjobs, Lisa Rinna is a case study of how to stave off divorce with blowjobs.
That's right.
I mean, what's his name?
Harry Hamlin.
Harry.
The great Harry Hamlin.
Fucking Hamlin.
Yeah, Harry fucking Hamlin. Okay, so this Dylan Mulvaney podcast, Dylan Mulvaney sits down and they speak about how Heather has been there for Dylan. And Dylan says, you were in my music video. There are not a lot of people in this town that would have done that. And I think it's beautiful that Heather is such a strong advocate of the LGBTQ community. But Heather, a couple of things about that. Heather is not really in this town. She doesn't live here. And she was in that music video because she needs something to do. She needs to get out of the house, right? This was not like one.
It was either that or stare at a wall all day, right?
And also that wish list. I mean, if you're Dylan Mulvaney filming a music video, I mean, how high can you really go? What are you going to hit Kate Winslet up for that role?
I was going to say, Taylor Swift. She was probably busy that day.
Yeah. So it's beautiful, but again, she needs to get out of the house. We get to Jen and Emily fostering animals, and at this point, I'm wondering what the fuck these producers are doing. We get to a guy in a way too intense uniform for this outfit, and he instructs Emily and Jen to clean cat litter, and then that kind of prompts them to talk about how they had messy children and that this was not anything to them because their children were messy. And this was about a 4-minute segment.
Yeah.
Zero tits.
Then we get over to Tamrat and Daria figuring out what outfits she's going to wear. And then we jump over to Jen and Ryan's house. Now, one thing I noticed, because I know fashion, Ryan is wearing sneakers that a 14-year-old would wear. but he's well into his 50s.
He's a fly boy.
Listen to me. Ryan is broke. He's wearing those sneakers and leasing that ridiculous car as a flex.
Yeah.
Next season, storyline, he's broke in bankruptcy. That's why Jen, when asked with the lie detector, do you see yourself marrying this guy?
She knows what's going on.
She knows what's going on. I'm not going to say she's read the P&Ls, but
she knows what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because when she asks if I can buy something, he goes, well, I mean, why don't you text me a picture of the... You want me to text you a picture of the dress? No, the price tag. Well, I can just tell you. Yeah, no, it's not good. Not good stuff.
Then we jump over to Shannon Bedore's because she's prepping for that trip.
She's leaving Archie behind.
She lets him know she's leaving. What's up, Archie? Oh,
Oh, I love the Looney Tunes slide at the end.
Yeah, he said help.
Yeah, that was...
He said help.
That was Wiley going off the cliff there. All right, so Emily gets a call from Dubrow. This is so bizarre. She's inviting Emily and another one, Gretchen, I think, to a sleepover. The staff are going to get the beds ready, the mosquito nets hung, and what do you call those things?
The mosquito nets, but they're like little princess, curtains.
Yeah, the bed curtains. I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why we're splitting up the vacations.
They do this often.
Tamara's good with Dubrow, and Tamara's good with Emily.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these women are okay enough to be forced to go on a trip together. So I don't know what this is.
I will say, I don't know what kind of producer this is called, but someone kind of tracking the footage and realizing what they should do and where they should go. At this point, we need to break the group up to talk shit about each other.
Oh, okay. You think?
I think so.
Okay. Well, we drive to Temecula. Shannon yanks down her gums and reveals a missing tooth, and that was what that was. And then we get to a segment called Deep Thoughts with Shannon Bedore. My dad had an avocado mountain. This has the potential to be a very good moment. Dare I say, a New York kind of Ramona Dorinda moment. Why you need to zhuzh this up? Like, what are we doing here? Just have Shannon Bedore in the back of a car telling this fucking insane story. But you make it a thing, and you kind of like, I don't know, betray the candid spirit of Housewives.
I just had a thought, Dylan.
Yeah.
Shannon Bedore is on the wrong version of this show. Shannon Bedore would have fit in much better with the OG New York Luann.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because there was no judgment about being a blackout drunk.
Right. But also she's too reserved to be with those women. Those women were loud and out on the city.
You don't even know.
Yeah, like she could have been, I think once she became a real alcoholic and she was out with it, I think she could have really torn up the Quiet Woman with those people. Oh my God, Ramona Singer and Sonia and Shannon blacked out.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun.
Don't forget me.
Dude, I pulled a clip of Luann getting arrested for a social clip recently, and it's just one of the most joyous videos. I mean, she tells the cops that she's going to kill them. I'll kill you. Oh, and the cops are just like, whoa, don't do. I'll kill you.
Well, now we're going to have to, there's another charge there, Luann.
Ruby.
Oh, I don't care. I'll be playing at the Roosevelt next week. Boo-boo-ba-doo.
She gets out of her handcuffs and out of the car and is like, I don't know why you're doing this. What did I do?
Right.
Also, I sent Dylan the one of the greatest, and everyone should look this up if you have a spare moment, clips of all time, is the cameo of Teresa Giudice reading for the first time a note from the person who's requested the cameo, and she is requesting her advice because her sister-in-law has chlamydia because she was fucking her brother and now her parents know, and it's just, and then she's never seen it before, and she reads it earnestly and then gives her an answer and says, I think you should go to the doctor, and then you got to talk to your family because this is not good. This is very bad. It's just, they're amazing.
Yeah, no, the only one that might match it is Jax Taylor just being a nihilist bro. You know, everybody's gonna say it's okay. It's not. We die, and that's it. There's nothing else, okay? So I'm sorry you lost your dad, but that's what's going to happen to all of us. It means nothing.
But have a great weekend. Thanks for being a fan.
Yeah, check out Jack's
Happy birthday.
Bar and Lounge. Oh, it's closed? Sorry. Sorry about your dad. Okay, so we get to the house, and Shannon Bador has brought a food suitcase, what I'm going to call a food suitcase, with an immersion blender and an egg white bite maker. This is a very, Ruby and I have an aunt named Aunt Lynn. This is a very Aunt Lynn move. It is funny, but when Shannon Bador does it, it's just kind of
sad.
It's just kind of sad. Because our Aunt Lynn has never touched a drop of alcohol. Shannon Bador bathes in it.
She's marinated.
Right.
Kaylin, do you remember Doug Stanhope?
Of
when
course.
Doug Stanhope is a comedian. Probably our audience doesn't know who he is. But he's
I'm sure our audience knows Doug.
just a world-class alcoholic.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Kaylin, didn't you tell me he showed up with he carries a suitcase with him of alcohol in case there's none near him?
That's smart.
He brings his own glasses to the podcast.
I listen, when I was big into wine, I would bring my own glasses to places.
Oh, wow.
I don't trust other people's.
My God.
Well, you're not going to, if I'm excited to drink a bottle of wine, I'm not going to drink it in a fucking thick glass, like a milkshake
hate
glass.
you.
Like, I'm not going to do that.
You sound like my
Okay,
wife.
okay.
I'm not doing that.
yeah.
And also, I don't
Dylan-
want your cloudy fucking fridge ice if I'm getting geared up for a
Wow,
cocktail.
you really sound like my wife.
I don't like cloudy ice when I'm drinking a
Okay.
nice cocktail. I don't drink a lot, so when I drink, I want to do it right. What's the problem?
Okay, so I have a question. So what nice wine bars are you going to where they're giving you thick milkshake glasses? with
I
your
don't go to
fucking natural
wine.
wines?
I don't go to natural wine bars. Obviously, they have nice glassware.
Get 'em, Ruby.
But
You should stay home.
I'll go to a friend's house and they have thick, disgusting wine glasses. I don't want to drink out of that. Excuse me. Sorry.
Stay home.
I got offered a mug one time. I brought over a nice bottle of wine. They said, we don't have any. Will you drink out of a coffee mug? Never again. Shame on me, I guess. I'm in the wrong. A mug.
Yeah.
All right, I want to talk about Dubrow's palace up here. This is where Candy Spelling was famously, she moved out of a mansion to the top floor of this fucking place.
Yeah.
And she has a wrapping room, a gift wrapping room, you know? Who needs one of those?
Yep.
Anyway.
The crazy thing about this is how off it never works, right? So you could try to fill up the void with all of it, but it doesn't work. You're still going to be looking at the pill bottle going, I don't have a podcast until Wednesday. What am I going to do?
How are you going to fill that?
Yeah, and
a lot of
also
hours.
it's September. There are no gifts that need wrapping anywhere near me right now.
No.
So
This place, I drive by it very often in Century City. You take the elevator down. I've been to this place, by the way. And then there's nothing to fucking walk to. It's empty. You're on a... Right? Have you been at Avenue of the Stars?
Italy's right there.
You know what this reminds me of? It's like when you're in Vegas and you're like, oh, wow, we've hit the strip. And then you're like, wait, the only way for us to get across the road to the one destination that we're trying to go to
Yep.
that looks like it could be cool is if we walk 63 minutes up or down to the escalators and then 48 minutes back.
That's
You
why
can't
I
really
was last
go.
time I was there with my wife. She went up to bed and I was pretty fucking drunk and gambling, and I wanted to go to another casino to change my odds. I didn't like the felt at this place, and I just hopped the fence and just jaywalked.
Good for you.
And I was like, I'm not walking all the way down there next to White Castle to cross a bridge.
By the way, this is why it's proven that I'm an oracle. I obviously predict divorces. I predict deaths. I said 3.5 years ago, Vegas fucking sucks and it's too expensive. They are falling apart there. They're losing money. Tourism down 60%. People they need to start listening to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, listen
Yeah.
up, Vegas.
The Great Oracle. Can you imagine if the Oracle from the Matrix was Pat?
Hi, Neo.
Hello.
Get out of this movie franchise. It's horrible.
Hey, Neo, this isn't a good one, huh? They should have stopped.
Stop at 1.
Okay.
Crustacean.
Mm-hmm.
Pat and Dylan, can you tell me about this? Is this an establishment? Okay. What is
Crustacean.
Long-running establishment.
Yes. Beverly Hills haunt. It is
overpriced nonsense.
It's actually a really beautiful story. It's an immigrant family who moved here and opened up, because the people in Beverly Hills are kind of rich chuggy honkies by and large. You have a couple rich chuggy Persians there as well. Mm-hmm. They're tongue blind and have no taste, right? So across everything. So when they find Asian food, right, it's something with a Thai basil, they'll absolutely flip out and pay top dollar for it, because usually they just eat lasagna and pastrami, which is fine.
You can head down the street and
not all the time
order that at Craig's, but you come here for the special stuff like crispy Covington prawns.
It's crab,
also known as deep fried sea bugs.
They do really, really good crab stuff there, crab garlic noodles. But the garlic noodles, which are noodles with garlic, will cost $25, and then the crab I think is like $80 or $100, and it's just like what are people in Beverly Hills doing with their money?
To answer Ruby, it's a tourist trap. Also, you don't need to go there.
It's good.
Okay. Go to Craig's.
Oh no. What restaurant am I thinking of?
I thought that as you were saying it.
What restaurant am I thinking of? No.
Catch.
No. Go ahead.
Crustaceans.
No. Go ahead. Keep rolling.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So here, is this where Emily, who is truly white trash, talks about ordering Fireball?
Yeah, well, it actually is. It's Gretchen, and then she's like, "Do you have any?" And the lovely crustacean waiter says, "No, you dumb bitch who's grown up in a trailer park. I don't." And then Emily says, "Don't worry, I'm from Ohio. I do in my bag."
Right. Then we bounce back to wine country. Tamrat is trying really hard to kind of make amends, because I think she's convinced.
It is Crustacean. It's the immigrant family. Okay.
It is. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Good.
Got it.
Yeah. If you want to,
That would have been super embarrassing.
if you want to get a tuna cigar,
Tuna cigars, yeah.
one single one with caviar on it, you too can pay $22 for that.
Yeah, or more, and they'll bring it out in a cigar box with dry ice, and you'll be like, wow, this is really expensive.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shannon Bedore, I already mentioned this at the top of the show. In this scene, I noticed she was technically a drunk zombie. She's just on autopilot.
Yeah.
And then the girls bond over Hawk Tua.
What a talent.
I was gonna say, yeah. I remember the first time a lady hawked a loogie on my dong, and I was confused, but my engineer brain, because Patty's smart, I was like, oh, I see what you're doing down there.
This is the backstory of Crustacean. When Saigon fell in 1975.
Oh God!
I mean, it's a pretty, it's a Fievel Goes West kind of success story. It's really beautiful, actually. Okay.
Did you hear the producer ask Shannon Bedore, do you swallow? Only a gay man, right? Like you don't need to.
Yeah.
Clearly, a gay man asked that question.
Yeah, I think so. All right, we wrap this episode.
Well, hold on. We got to go. Heather's in the Groundlings now.
Oh, well, of course. Heather is doing comedy, and I love that the women are like, I can't see Heather doing it, but I could see Terry doing it. Terry is a real comedic talent.
Yeah, he cracks us all up. I thought her career was going to take off like a rocket ship after that 2-episode arc on Malibu County.
I love when you bring it up, Ruby. Your thoughts?
I was just going to say, I thought that Pat was being serious for a second. And I was like, how? You thought it how? When Terry and Heather, and by Terry and Heather, I mean just Heather, because they don't speak unless they're filming. When Heather watched that clip of the ladies saying, like, Heather's not funny, but LOL, Terry would be hilarious, she thought about self-harm.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
She hates Terry.
Yeah. All right, couple other things. Emily brings up that Heather Dubrow is scared of Tamrat, which Heather denies.
She says it's bullshit.
Yeah, she does. I don't think she's afraid of her. I think she just doesn't want to get her hands dirty. You start messing with Tamrat, she's got all these fucking little scouts out there trying to dig up dirt on you.
Yeah, she's got scouts.
She's scared of her.
Then Gina and Tamara discuss that fatty photo, and Tamara defends it by saying, that photo, you didn't look that bad in it.
Well, I love that, like, we're finally going to, like, rip the Band-Aid off and finally heal, right? The Neosporin, we need not anymore. Let's actually see the wound. And Jen's ready to get over it. And then she sees the photo of herself, which is a photo that we have all laughed at not being bad at all. And Jen is ripped back into Hades once again. She's like, I cannot believe you would go that far. It's like, Jen, you're in jeans and wedges. You
had a couple
look
kids.
fine.
It's fine. And Tamrat's explanation for this is, I was trying to point out that you've changed as a person. Okay?
She's such a fucking bitch.
Oh, God.
She is a monster of a human being.
Oh my God.
But what I did think was so funny is like Jen acted truly like it was as though she showed her like she hacked her home security camera when she was 2 days like postpartum with her third kid. It was it was just like the most mediocre photo. It just couldn't have been less. It was the most underwhelming thing I've ever seen.
The defense mounted that when she was a struggling mom, when the kids were taking naps, she would eat.
Welcome to being a parent.
Oh my God, you fat pig. You disgusting fat fucking sow.
Mac and cheese that's been in one of my kids' mouths and on a plate.
Yeah.
Like that's how,
But then we get to Bador and Tamara. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I have to point out too, the book that Tamara was going to give Shannon is called How Not to Be a Miserable Cow.
Yeah. And also, like, I know that Tamara is joking about the font being big so that Bador can read it. Tamara, this reminds me of the 50 Cent call out of Floyd Mayweather. If you can read one page of a Harry Potter book, I'll donate $50,000 to whatever charity you want. Tamara, read one line of any moderately challenging book. I guarantee you will not get through it. Fucking, you illiterate demon. Okay.
I think that's it.
That's it. Shannon and Tamara just kind of do this tug of war with who's worse. And Tamara, it just excels at muddying the focal point of the argument. That's what she's really, really exquisite at. And one of the only way to fix this is really to just punch her in the fucking face. I mean, one of these women.
We don't advocate for violence.
No. But we do on our television, right? So, and I think we do just for a stress relief for these women. I mean, I can't even imagine being around her this much. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. Get in the comments. Let us know if you know the story of the Ann family that started Crustacean. Let us know if you have checked Kaylin's Instagram page out. What is it? What was it called again?
Kaylin's?
Yeah.
It was called Badass Eats.
Badass Eats.
Nice.
Yeah. Let us know if you followed
Give
him
us your
there.
best Hawk Tua story.
Give us your best Hawk Tua story. How high do you
Whoa.
How high do you live? Can birds get to you? and have a good one. I'm Dylan saying
Did you eat pizza before you showed up?
Goodbye. Pat, say goodbye.
Bye.
And Ruby, say goodbye.
Bye-bye.